I understand, especially with the gym, it's like there is sort of a gym culture. There is.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be kind of scary. It can be kind of daunting, like trying to get like into all that. All right, welcome back to the Walk Steadily podcast. This is episode number 40. If you like what we're talking about here, just a group of guys talking about whatever interests us. And if you find it interesting or you like us, please hit the subscribe button, drop a like, comment, follow us on our social medias. Everything will be linked in the description. And so we are currently, this is supposed to be after Christmas, right?
Yeah, we're pre-recording this because we're going home.
It's our Christmas special episode.
Yeah.
No, it's after Christmas special.
Yeah, same thing, whatever.
But this is, we're pre-recording this episode. We are back in college right now. We will not be here during the break, so we're trying to get ahead a little bit on recording so that we can still get content out to you guys while not being able to, like, not recording virtually while we're home because we'll be separated. So this episode will be coming out the day after Christmas. So Merry Christmas to all those who celebrate. If you do not celebrate Christmas, hope you had like a good day, just relaxing.
Thank you.
Say season. But we just want to hop right into it. What do you guys typically do during Christmas for the day? Raj, I know you don't celebrate Christmas, but like, what do you do during break, Christmas? Like, what are some common traditions for like the whole entire break that we have?
Eat, sleep, lift.
Okay, so yes, but then some traditions that I guess I have. I guess not really like traditions or whatever, but like usually when I was younger, we would always go to church either Christmas Eve or on Christmas.
Yeah.
And then we would always do like we would put out the plate of cookies and milk for Santa. We would always do that, and then
he eats so many cookies.
So many cookies, I know, right? And then I would always leave out either some celery or some carrots for the
reindeer. Of course, you have to.
Yeah, that's what I would always do that. And then presents in the morning, usually like whenever. When I was really young, it would always be like 6 a.m. or something.
Because you're sitting upstairs. Like my the way we did it in my house was that like we weren't allowed to go downstairs until mom and dad got up.
Yes.
And your parents are of course putting presents out to like because we would go to midnight mass on Christmas Eve. So we're getting back at like 1 a.m. Yeah. My parents are up till like 3 a.m. I had this conversation with my dad recently. He's probably not listening to this, but if he is, I'll probably send him this clip or something.
Also, if you think Santa's still real, please click away for a little bit.
Yeah.
Then come back.
I mean, he is real, but like,
what?
Just what. We're about to present some material that may be related to Santa not being real.
What?
So
it's a very controversial theory.
It's more of a conspiracy at this point. Like obviously, I still believe Santa is real, but like,
will say Nick isn't real.
No, he is real. But I'm saying, we're presenting contradictory evidence. So if you want to just confirmation bias yourself, then don't listen to this.
Exactly. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're good.
Yeah. So anywho, in the event that Santa isn't real, my dad used to talk about how like Christmas sucked because like you get back from 1 a.m. My dad goes to bed early. He's up till like 3 to 4 a.m. like wrapping and putting out gifts. And he has to wake up and the kids are up at like 5 in the morning, like banging on the door because they want to go downstairs and get gifts.
Open up my presents.
And he's like, I've slept for like slept for 2 hours, and then he has to go downstairs and like put on coffee while we're like wanting to like rip through our stock. Exactly. We'd all sit at the top and be like, Mom, Dad, come on, Mom, Dad, like
you're tweaking off of 400 milligrams of caffeine.
Literally,
presents.
Literally, I just had this conversation with my siblings like a couple of years ago where I was like, we're not waking up early for Christmas. Like, I don't want to, and they're like, yes, we are. And I was like, no.
My mom and my sister got up like relatively early for last Christmas, and then my sister's knocking on my door, and she's like, "Can you come down for presents?" I'm like, "I'm so tired." She's like, "Just come down." I'm like, "Okay," and I like the clock's like 12.
Yeah.
Or something.
I used to remember before Christmas, I'd always like be I couldn't fall asleep.
Yes.
I'd be so freaking excited.
Excited.
Oh my God, what's gonna like be under the tree? I was like, I was always tweaking.
Now it's like, yeah, I'll get up, whatever.
Yeah. So what else do you do?
Oh, so then we don't do. Okay, you guys have definitely heard. Do you do where you open one present on Christmas Eve before? Okay, I always thought that's
weird.
That's a cop out.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
That just means you're just impatient, can't wait.
Bingo. Okay, good.
Bad parenting.
Glad to hear that. Yeah. So that. Other than that, I mean, like we would go to usually because for Christmas, like my family lives out in Western Pennsylvania, but then I grew up in Jersey. So usually sometimes we would actually like open presents before Christmas, and then we would drive out to Pennsylvania and then actually have Christmas out here. Or it's like we would like open presents and then like on Christmas and then go out on like whatever day. But then we stopped kind of like making the trip out exactly on Christmas, which was really nice because traffic was atrocious.
Yeah.
It was so unbelievably
Of
bad.
course.
Yeah, but usually it'd be like then we'd go over to like an aunt's house or like some other cousin that was like nearby, and then later we would go
Mhm.
for like part of winter break out here. So that's kind of like my traditions, I guess, that I would usually always do.
I just do the presents. I get the best part.
You get the American Christmas.
So like,
Exactly.
so I guess like, what is your like Christmas routine then? Like, what do you guys do? Because like for like me, it's like Christmas Eve starts the whole like the Christmas journey for my like family.
Got it.
It really is a journey.
I mean, when I was younger, yes, like we did do the cookies and our like school gave us out like this like things every year where it was like reindeer food. It was just glitter and stuff. But, like, we just threw it out there, whatever. And we did the cookies and milk.
Your dad every Christmas eating the reindeer food to make it.
He's just eating a bag of glitter.
Honestly, if he did that, I would die of laughter first off.
Well, and then he would die. But
Oh. Yeah. But no, he would eat the cookies, whatever. But then we did the presents thing. Like I remember like opening up like we didn't get like anything insane. We got like 1 or 2 presents, whatever. Like It wasn't anything crazy. I also had my birthday like 2.5 weeks before Christmas. So
Were you guys tweaking on top of the steps like waiting to go down?
Oh, we didn't even wake up our parents. We just went.
I know when you're just without them.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
That's
I mean, they hear us wake up, and they're like, "Wait," and then we're like, "No."
That's such
You're so
a Raj
disobedient.
thing. Yeah, that's such a Raj thing. Just like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna start opening them.
Oh, the new COD.
No, I get that on Black Friday when it was $15 off every year, but now they got rid of it.
Oh, they did.
It was amazing. Every year, the yearly tax was reduced by like whatever 20% or something.
Sounds like tax fraud to me.
Yeah,
Sounds like that.
$15 off for the yearly COD. It was amazing. Then they got rid of it when I think Infinite came out. So now I'm paying full
because
price.
they're going. They just went digital.
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't really care.
Rats.
Yeah.
Oh well. But yeah, no, we'd like open up Christmas gifts, whatever, and yeah, that's really. I don't really have any other traditions. I guess I might have new traditions considering my girlfriend does celebrate Christmas. So maybe this year I'll actually be warned beforehand
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
about Christmas dinner. Maybe.
I just don't feel like you need to be warned. Like,
I didn't know these were things.
Well, I mean, like December 25th. I feel like because did you open presents earlier that day? Wait, so
last podcast, 2 podcasts ago, you literally said, I didn't know why I was coming over for dinner. It was December 25th, my God.
Like I know it's Christmas.
So
I didn't know.
no.
dinner
Back
thing
up.
was a
Hang
thing.
on a sec. You just said that your Christmas tradition is that you open presents without waking your parents up. So how did you not?
No,
do
they
it
wake
together?
up and
That
he
was when
says
we were
no.
younger. We don't really do.
You just
like,
You don't do presents anymore.
Okay.
Not really, yeah.
Okay. I was confused. I thought you literally opened Christmas
Oh,
presents
no.
and then we're like, I don't know why I'm
Why?
going over to her house.
We don't really do the whole presents thing as much anymore. Maybe like we have a tree set up. That's about it. We don't really like plan and wait to open gifts.
So when do you do gifts? Do you give each other gifts?
Yeah, we do, but like we just open it whenever. We don't like all sit around a tree and take pictures
Well,
anymore.
so did you get the gifts on the 25th?
I think so.
So how did you not put together that it was Christmas?
No, I knew it was Christmas. I didn't know Christmas dinner was a thing.
What are you? Raj, dinner on Christmas.
Yes.
It is a holiday.
I did not know it was a thing still.
What do you mean still?
What do you mean
Like,
still?
Like went out of style was a thing in the 2000s?
No, now I know it's a thing.
Okay, give me an Indian holiday.
Diwali.
You do not eat dinner on
We
Diwali.
do.
Is it traditional?
It is.
It's the same thing.
I plead ignorance here.
You are an idiot.
I plead ignorance.
What do you mean?
I'm not kidding. I believe I'm
You should have just been like, I didn't know it was Christmas. That was your cop out. Like, oh, I guess you're right. Like,
Obviously, I knew it was Christmas. I'm not that oblivious.
What? So then how? What do you mean you didn't know? it was
Because I'm
Christmas?
stupid.
But you didn't know it's Christmas. Like obviously, it's going to be a little bit more fancy because it is a holiday.
I was also told I was just going over to hang out with her. I didn't know about. all
Okay,
that
that's
stuff.
different.
Yeah, that
that's
was the whole
different.
reason.
Okay.
I didn't know I was going over there and getting sat down for like a full like dinner with them.
God. Okay, that's
whining and dining with.
winding and dining.
Okay, we got to
with
the
the Reds.
My Christmas is like every Christmas Eve is like a big holiday. So like my parents are divorced, so like since they've been divorced, like I always do Christmas Eve with my mom. So we'll do like Christmas Eve dinner, which is pretty like fancy. Like we like all China's all out and all the kind of stuff like that.
Bless you.
Usually
I was burping.
mean dab during the middle of the podcast. But we'll do Christmas Eve dinner at my house, very nice, like fancy, and then we'll go to mass. They're moving mass earlier this year, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but usually it would be like midnight, 11 p.m. And then we come back, go to bed, and just can't fall asleep. Especially as a kid, can't fall asleep. Shoot, like, oh my god,
what am I gonna get?
My parents were like still together. Like we just do all stuff together.
Yeah.
But like sitting up there tweaking. Oh my god, what are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? I remember one year when I was old enough, like I took melatonin that night. I was like, I gotta fall asleep. Like I'm too excited, whatever. And then you wake up and like when we were really little, it was like sitting on top of the stair. We were not allowed downstairs. Like it was very well known that the kids were not allowed downstairs in the morning without our parents coming down with us for Christmas. We didn't do it all the time. So like, especially my brother Tyler sitting on top tweaking. He'd wake up, he's like, "It's Christmas, Justin." I'd be like, "Okay,
let's go."
So we'd all be just like sitting there tweaking and scratching, and literally like we'd like beg my parents to wake up, and then like as like my dad is starting to like walk down the stairs with us, just fall down, like go to the, and then we always open stockings first, like rush right over the stockings. Can we open them? My dad's like, Jesus Christ, I just want coffee. So like, so finally everyone gets their coffee. Like we'll have hot chocolate, and they're like, okay, you can open your stockings. Tyler just always ripping them up. The whole stocking's done. My sister's like opening like first
actually opening them versus just tearing them apart.
Tyler's ripping everything apart, just an absolute like maniac. And then we open presents and whatever, and then nowadays I go to my dad's house for Christmas dinner. But like before we'd have Christmas dinner at like my grandparents' house and open presents there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just act like a maniac. Unhinged. For a while, and then it's always fun. I remember young Christmas experiences are fun, like where I just like I can vividly remember being like so excited for presents, and like I'm always still excited for presents now. But like not the same. Like I don't really want to wake up for Christmas, but might hit a few Anki flashcards before Christmas Day, before Christmas present opening this time around. Drop a nice like opening presents with one hand, and 1, 2, 3, or 4 with the other hand. You know how it is. You know.
Get you an Anki remote for your for Christmas.
For Christmas, please don't. I don't want to use it after Christmas that much. So that's pretty much my Christmas plan, my Christmas traditions. I don't really do anything fun over break either. I don't like. Oh, New Year's Eve, we always do it at my house. My extended family comes in, so we do like. I'm not gonna like dox them on the podcast, but like it's our my mom's maiden's name, and then the Christmas. So we'll always do that side of the family. So we'll do like our own Christmas there, but offer to New Year. So we just eat all these appetizers, and we do gifts earlier in the day, and then we all celebrate like the New Year at the same time, and then that's when we get to see them because they're usually out of town. So that's what we do for New Year's every year. What's the New Year's vibes?
Honestly, it was like at first it was like when we were younger, like trying to stay up till 12. Then moving on, it was like we'd celebrate with family. Then slowly start moving towards like celebrating with like friends in high school. And then it ended up just partying at Rutgers.
So for me, it's usually like it was. At first, it was like they just like have it at my house, like whatever you try to stay up. But then it moved to like going over to like family friends' houses because like they had these like big ass houses. They hosted like all these so it was always I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go be friends with these people. It would be like at their houses. It would be like what you were saying, it was like just a ton of appetizers and stuff. Where like they had all like the sparkling apple cider for all like the kids and everything. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
I should have done that for my birthday. That would I don't want to do all that.
That would be a big mess.
So
we're going to be cleaning that up. But yeah, it's always it was always like a really fun time, and then eventually did move into just like hanging out with like high school friends and stuff, and just like having a good time because it ended up being like it was my high school friends, but we were just at like a family friend's house, and it's like instead of like solely interacting like with my family and their family, it's just like us just kind of like hanging out, like all the parents are like wherever.
That makes sense.
It's always a good time.
Yeah, no, we haven't made the switch over. I don't have a lot of friends from back home anymore where I hang out with, so usually just like big family thing for New Year's Eve. But New Year's Eve is always fun. It's a good holiday, just like good vibes and expectations. Oh, we all have to pay the yearly girlfriend tax for Christmas now. The whole of us are in relationships.
Yeah, we do.
The yearly girlfriend tax hurts. I ain't even gonna lie.
My Amazon cart is hurting right now. There's a lot of stuff in there, and I'm debating on deleting.
Wait, you haven't ordered it yet?
No.
Dog, you gotta get going. You got 10 days.
I have Prime. It's all good.
Oh my god. All right, well, good luck, my friend.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough luck.
But we'll be good. Yeah, we do all have to pay the annual girlfriend tax, but
Which is it gets
hardest thing ever.
pricey. It's Christmas,
Because-
anniversaries,
yeah,
Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
birthdays. I've stopped dropping. I started to drop the anniversary thing, and we're not doing that. Like
Yeah.
we go out to dinner, but then
yeah. For me, it's all like roughly within like a same.
Isn't that all with
So it's Christmas, our birthday. Oh no, it's Valentine's Day, her birthday, my birthday, and then our anniversary. All within like December to March.
See, I have a little bit of a more even spread,
No.
but that is really bad.
Yeah.
it's September, December for Christmas, Valentine's Day, March, May.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, so it's pretty spread out.
The only not spread out I would say is our anniversary and her birthday because it's July and August.
Yeah.
But besides that, my birthday and Christmas is a cop out.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
an easy free one.
Yeah.
And then Valentine's Day. I mean, at the moment it's just sending gifts, but
Yeah, it's
I hate
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
It's like look, I totally understand the purpose of it, but I feel like it's hyped up so much,
Mhm.
and it's like I don't want to be dropping a bag on like really expensive chocolate. But it's like, okay, cool, like there's all this, but like I would so much rather like go out to like a nice place to eat and just like chill, versus making it such a big deal.
Yeah.
it's so over. Like you don't need to do all this crazy stuff I see like people on TikTok getting.
Well, that's just like, social media.
That
It's
is
just
true.
ruined
Buy
it.
this product.
I wish I had that type of money.
Exactly. It's like, damn, I wish.
Yeah.
I'm balling on a budget here.
Yeah.
Alibaba.com gonna come crazy.
No, it's always a struggle too of what gifts to get.
Oh my god! It's like I don't know. I just don't know.
Because it's you find something you think that they would like,
Yeah.
but then you second guess and you're like, or is
Wait,
it that I like it and
Yeah,
chew
it's
on,
like,
and you're like,
what I-
ah,
And then
I don't
it's
know
like,
how
and then
this
it's the
is.
reverse psychology of like you're concerned that if they don't like it, they'll think that you don't think about like think they know what they like. So then you're like, are they going to be disappointed that I actually thought they would like this?
Exactly, because then it's like,
I'm sorry.
I don't understand the pressure.
We go through a lot.
Exactly.
we fighting for our lives out here.
I feel like I'm easy to shop for, and then
I'm pretty
she's
easy.
not. And
And
then
it's so easy to shop.
I think I'm easy to shop for. I'm
It's,
like,
get me pre-workout, get me any Nike black sweatshirt.
you know what to do.
Use code WASH20 on buckup.com.
Yes,
You
sir.
can get this comfy sweatshirt.
Yeah, you can.
I'll sit right
I actually
back
do
down.
really. I like these. I like the metal on the outside.
Ooh.
Anyway, sorry.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah.
I think it's it for Christmas traditions, but yeah.
Yeah.
And do you guys give your parents gifts?
Yeah.
Those always hurt too.
I know. Those are always because like I never know what to get my mom like
Oh,
ever.
it's gonna be so easy now because I'll just get my dad alcohol. It's easy.
that is actually a good one.
For the record, Raj just turned 21. If
Oh
you didn't
yes,
listen, if you didn't
this
listen to the last,
hasn't- yeah.
if you didn't listen to the last
I can
episode,
prove it.
He is 20. Yeah,
Oh,
he.
we don't need you to. It's okay.
He don't doctor. Don't just hold up your license, you idiot. Oh my god. But yeah, so Raj is 21. But yeah, with my mom, it's always like, because with my mom, it's like I always feel bad like just getting her like something small, like like something nice like oven mitts or something.
Yeah.
Because then I'll like hear the one time like she's like, yeah, I really want to get a new vacuum. I'm like, I'm not buying a new vacuum
Yeah.
for you.
It's the Dyson
It's
Airwrap.
the Dysons. Oh my god.
Any
They're
Dyson
nice.
They're so,
I want a Dyson. I want a Dyson.
They're so nice. They're
Bro.
so
I know.
expensive. They're so expensive.
I remember my girlfriend, she was like, check this out. And I go,
Yeah.
what is it? She goes, it's a Dyson Airwrap. I'm like, what is it? She's like, it curls your hair, it straightens,
Yeah,
it does
it's
all
the
this
Dyson
stuff.
Airwrap
I'm like, oh,
thing.
let me see how much it is. And I'm like, oh my god, it's out of
Yeah.
stock. It's like the Xbox Series X and
It's always out
PS5.
of stock. Yeah, it's anything Dyson is always out of
Oh,
stock
yeah.
no matter what. And like, because like my mom like wanted like a new vacuum or something.
Yeah,
You're-
$600.
yeah,
And that's retail.
That's retail, yeah. But yeah, like stuff like that where I'm just like, damn, like I would love to, I just don't have the
Yeah.
money for this. Seeing Justin's reactions to
I
this.
told you, bro,
are
it's bad.
priceless.
My dad was like, oh, buy this for your mom. He looks it up one day and he goes, oh, never mind.
Never mind. They're
That's not
They're
happening.
the Gucci of like vacuums.
That's
like
Yes.
everything like
that's
air related.
I
Absolutely
feel like we're
nuts.
poor because we used a Shark vacuum, and Shark's still pretty good.
It's still like pretty solid, yeah.
I'm sure. But no, it's always a Christmas, and then you just like spend the next like couple months after Christmas just being like, I have no money,
Yeah.
and you like work a lot over the summer, and you come back up, and then you're
And
like
it's just-
feeling good, and then it's just like the cyclical
Yeah.
cycle of Christmas. So
Yeah.
shout out to anyone out there who is also
It's called
poor
the
during
economic
Christmas.
cycle.
Yeah.
That repression's gonna hit very soon for our bank
You know, if
accounts.
I had a nickel for every time Modern Warfare 2 and an Avatar movie came out during a recession, I would have 2 nickels. Which is strange that it
Wait.
Yes, it happened in 2008.
Yes.
The original Modern Warfare 2, the first Avatar, happened during the 2008 recession. Now, we have the Modern Warfare 2 came out during...
And Avatar 2.
And Avatar 2 is both going to come out during 2022, and we're in a recession. Yes.
You wait for the lowest drop in that recession. Invest.
Yeah. Just invest in the S&P 500. Don't take any economic stuff that we're saying for granted.
Invest in Dogecoin. Doge to the moon.
According to our lawyers, none of this advice is good. Please do not listen to any of it.
ETH to them.
I wish we had enough money to afford lawyers.
GME to the moon.
Bro, I wish we could afford someone in Pitt Law right now or something that just
Get a grad student.
Get a grad student, bro. We need to get an undergrad at this point.
We need multiple microphones. Donate to our GoFundMe. That doesn't exist
we're
yet.
currently using my iPhone and a single mic to
Yeah.
record this.
Hey,
We don't have a professional soundboard. I'm using an online website.
No
No.
one thought we had a soundboard.
You never know that.
no,
Bro,
no,
you're
no.
using your Mac. It's not a real soundboard.
How would they know?
Do you know what a soundboard is?
Yes,
No.
I know it's not that.
It's an actual
Yes,
board
I
that has
know.
sounds on them.
Good try. But better days ahead. Rotating though, we just talked about Modern Warfare 2, so this is a good time to inject a conversation about our phases. So we talked about phases on one of our old podcasts about things that we're kind of into at the moment that we're not always into.
That's gonna be so.
Things like sports you watch. We're not in an NFL phase right now because we're always following the NFL. But there's always specifically things that you're doing, watching, researching, or whatnot that you're in a phase for. So Raj, we just mentioned Modern Warfare 2, and Raj is definitely in a Modern Warfare 2.
Everyone remembers my good old Destiny 2 phase. This is the cycle. I get back into Destiny 2 around when Call of Duty kind of dies down. I hit the peak where I'm like, damn, I hate Call of Duty again. And then I'm like, let me play Destiny again. So I start playing Destiny, and then MW2's out, and yes,
So
I
that's
just
from
need.
the original.
Yes, but yeah, I've been grinding on MW2 lately. I mean, it's a nice stress reliever because I can scream at people.
What is wrong with you?
MW2 lobbies are fun.
Yeah, they did add proximity chat back too, so it gets very, very loud.
My favorites are there was one where they're in a war zone and they're in a heavy chopper and they're playing British drill music or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, hey, mate, we're gonna spin the block on you." And then they're just like, "What is going on?"
Yeah. No, my favorite ones are the people that just use proximity chat as a weapon. So they just put their phones into their mic and just blast the loudest
Young
possible
boy.
music. So you could just be standing there, there's no sound, and then instantly it's just oh my god.
I think my favorite one is when people are in this new game mode DMZ, you have to extract, and other enemy players can see if you're extracting. So what they do is some dude puts C4s on the extract location, and he goes in proximity chat. Hey, I'm gonna give you one chance to survive right here if you can answer this riddle. 95% of the time they answer it wrong, and then they get blown up.
Yeah, that is funny. It's they literally do the on the street interview type thing.
Oh, yeah.
in Call of Duty.
Or my personal favorite is the where they give you you either get robbed, they'll run your pockets in proximity chat.
Oh yeah.
They'll literally run up to you and say, "Yo, drop everything."
Yeah.
Or the choice between saving yourself or saving your teammate.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a clear answer. To yourself.
Obviously, he's terrible at the game.
Oh my god.
He's a crutch.
Yeah, so you're Modern Warfare phase right now.
Yes. It'll die out in about 2 months.
Yeah.
Out
Anything
about
else?
2 months.
I started playing Crossy Road randomly at work one day.
Mm. Been a little bit addicted.
Not really. I played it 4 times. I don't call it an addiction.
Yet.
Yet.
Can't call it an addiction yet.
Exactly. I don't want
I'm
to
not
right
addiction.
now.
What are you talking about? I didn't buy coins. What?
I don't have any plans unlocked already.
Anything else?
I don't have an unlocked tool. That's about it. I don't really have any other phases at the moment.
Peter?
I have been. I've been watching playthroughs for the new God of War game that just came out recently because I don't have a PlayStation, and that is PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah,
and it is so good. Because so the original God of War series, it was PS2, I think, so it was really old, and then 2018 they rebooted the series on PlayStation 4. and it now is like it's basically like watching like a movie for like 30 hours.
Yeah.
It is so
It's
unbelievable.
interesting.
Yeah, it is like the characters, like the score, like it is legitimately a work of art.
Yeah.
Like watching it is so unbelievably entertaining. Like I cannot recommend it enough. Like genuinely, because like if you know like the general background of like for those who don't know, like the original series, it was a very like hack and slash type game where it's like the plot wasn't necessarily the focus, even though it was still very good. It was more of like Kratos, the main character, is like he's this like Greek soldier who's a Spartan who then like sold his soul to Ares to like win the war or whatever. But he got tricked by the Greek gods. That happens every single time. And then he goes on a rampage and destroys the entire Greek pantheon throughout the first 3 games. And then now it's like his character arc is like his redemption essentially, and it's so unbelievably good. Like watching this character, because it's like he'd be going from like one, like in like the 3rd game, he's like destroying Olympus, and then in this game he's like telling his son he's sorry, and it's like the perfect character arc between the two, where it's like it's so natural and like it just works. But yeah, it's an amazing game.
And then there's the opposite side of it with Xbox releasing. I think it's Xbox exclusive, this game. High on Life. I think it's Xbox exclusive, but there's a redemption arc story that has these beautiful cinematics and everything. And then the creators of Rick and Morty just came out with the complete opposite.
Yeah, it's the worst game.
Like by definition, I think this is a stoner game. It's not even that bad, honestly. It's not. I've watched the gameplay. It's like a very kind of like retro shooter type. Like it's a very minimalistic shooter game.
Yeah.
It's the dialogue that kills me every time.
Yeah.
Because your gun talks to you basically.
Oh.
And like they like basically like made like everything meta in this. Like the NPCs talk to you too. And, like they actually talk back. You can kill the NPCs now.
Yeah. It's
a pretty fun game. And like my personal favorite is we can't shoot a kid. But it's in the game. I can say it. It's okay.
Oh
it's a dialogue from the game. I can say this.
Okay. Jesus.
Basically, they take the whole take on like video games. Like they'll automatically stop your game if you try to like kill a kid in the game. Like it's like, why would you ever do that? This game took it to the next level where they're like, they wouldn't let you move on unless you do it.
Oh my god.
And then they're like, great. Yeah. And then they're like, great. There goes our rated E for everyone rating. And then you get an achievement. And then you get an achievement saying, "Can't do this in Fallout, can you?"
Oh my god.
Yeah. This is what type of game this is. And I was very tempted to purchase this 2 days ago.
Oh my god.
But I cannot do that at the moment. I'll wait until it's like, it's on Game Pass, so I can just get Game Pass for like a month.
Yeah, just get that there. Yeah. What about you, Justin? Have you been down any rabbit holes recently?
Bloons Tower Defense Battles too.
There we go.
Monkey Throw Dart.
So you know Bloons Tower Defense, and then they have. Do you know the Battles version?
It's like your versus.
Yeah, so you're sending balloons. I've been playing it so much recently, just like in my downtime before like procrastinating work, and like I'm not always the best at it. The problem is I don't like sending balloons early to kill the other person because I like to like build up. I like to build up my own arsenal. Yeah. So sometimes I don't even play to win. I just play to build up my arsenal, and then I end up just losing. Yeah. Because like I waited too long. Yeah. And I'm like, damn it. But like also I don't want to like set it up and just like lose early on. So it's kind of like the tough balance. But I've been doing that a lot. I wouldn't say like a lot, but doing that. What else? Doing a lot of like medical school rabbit holes, which sounds like not like a rabbit hole, but like
it's just what you're interested in.
Yeah, it's just what I've been doing.
I've been down that rabbit hole and I'm tired. I've seen so many stories and so much stuff. I don't know anything to believe anymore. I'm just gonna do me.
Like medical school, you might not want to do you.
That's also true.
But medical school personal statements, like looking at people's applications, looking at schools, like just going down like all this.
Well, that kind of stuff, yeah. I'm more talking about like the anecdotes and the stories and all this stuff they say about like, oh, my horror story about this or like. Mm-hmm. All that other stuff.
Like, I'm just interested in it all because like if people write bad stories in their personal statements, I laugh and I say, "Ha, that's a bad story." Mm-hmm. And then if they write something good, I'm like, I can write something better. So I'm just being narcissistic, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm also not. I mean, I don't want to look too deep into it yet, considering I still have to. I'm just taking it step by step. Let me get the MCAT out the way first before I start worrying.
Well, that's my problem. Like
you worry about everything all the time.
Not really. It's just more like I don't want to. I just don't want to worry about the MCAT anymore, and I'm like. What's a good way to distract myself from the MCAT? Do
something else. Yeah.
Is that's something you're going to worry about later.
Yes. So like I'll just prepare myself for and like I think it's more interesting than like studying. Well, yeah. So I'm like, what's a good way to be productive but also not worry about reality at the
Like,
moment.
You can, you can.
And
you
also
you can dissociate from reality, but then you can still pretend like
you're being
focused.
productive. Yeah. So like yesterday, I was reading my book on the personal statement to like help better prepare myself. But I don't need to worry about I don't need to worry about writing my personal statement until January. But like I started like thinking of ideas, which is like not a bad thing. So I can be like, oh, I was being productive, which that's true. I was being productive, but I was also being less productive by not focusing on the biggest exam of my life that I need to take in less than a month.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of that. I went down a Secret Service rabbit hole today.
Wait,
Really?
what?
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out like what they do there.
No, like I think it'd be really cool to be part of the Secret Service.
Did I ever tell you I met a Secret Service guy?
Did you?
Because when I toured the White House when I was like really young, I was probably like 7 or 8 or something.
Yeah.
And I remember I was standing in like the White House, whatever, and I was just looking at a guy, and he's probably like, of course, at the time he looked like he was like 7'8", like 500 pounds of muscle, but of course I was just like 8 years old.
Yeah.
But I was just like looking up at him, and he's just like looked down at me, and he's just like, "What's up, man?" And I was like, "Don't shoot me!" And I was like, like went back to my parents.
I'm only a child.
Yeah. Literally, yeah. Why do you have that? For context, he has the thing up in the game where you have to do the bad thing to the kid.
To be fair, the kid was 34 years old.
But I think,
Anyway,
but my Secret Service, I started watching a video about someone who like went through the Secret Service training. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Like they're so secret, and they just like they have one goal, and it's just like to protect.
Almost like it's in the name.
I know. Well, they have like one goal, and it's just like to protect like the government or like the high government people, and they just like. I don't know. I think it's just cool, and they're so like secretive, which is cool. It's like I don't know. It's like
POV Justin discovers espionage.
Yeah, and then they were talking about how like there's doctors who like ride with the president and like, the motorcade and stuff. I was like, that'd be fun to be.
Yeah.
Like, just be like, "Sup,
motorcade.
Joe?
Yeah.
Don't worry, if you get shot here, I'm ready." They
So
got a nice little fanny pack with like
with his blood in it.
Yeah, like
Meanwhile,
he got shot.
Yeah.
Bring him up.
meanwhile, JFK.
Oh God, why?
And if you do any research into like the president's
It's okay. If JFK would be alive right now, if Harry Kane was the shooter.
Okay.
People probably don't even get that reference.
For context, Harry Kane, soccer player, missed a penalty kick as a shooter, and I guess if he was the shooter that was trying to kill JFK, JFK would still be alive. All right, we're moving on.
Well, have you heard a conspiracy that JFK is actually alive?
Yes, I have seen that he's like the second coming of Jesus, and he was like gonna come back. It was, I forget what day it was.
Well, actually, if you didn't know, JFK might be JFK Jr., but he's actually like working with Trump.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
You didn't know this?
Wait, JFK's kid?
JFK Jr.
How old? You be old.
Let's see. But there's a whole conspiracy that John F. Kennedy's Jr. Wait, maybe
It has to be grandson. Because
John F. Kennedy Jr. is dead, dude. Remember the Kennedy family curse? They all die.
No. But I'm saying the conspiracy is that he's not actually dead,
Yeah.
and that he's working as an undercover in Trump's administration, or was working.
JFK Jr.
Yes.
Junior was alive. Oh, I thought you meant actual JFK.
No, JFK Jr. died in 1999, but people think it was faked. And that he's actually still alive because it was a plane crash. So people think they faked the plane crash.
So they just put a random body there. Yeah.
So people like it's a conspiracy. I don't actually think this, by the way.
It's just funny.
But people think that he's working with President Trump in his office.
What difference would it even make? He was just a guy.
I've also been going through a conspiracy theory rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, what's
it's like Jordan Kepler like fingers the pulse. It's like a thing. Like,
what?
Finger. It's like
finger on the pulse.
Fingers, but I think it's just fingers the pulse or something. Like that's what the name. Whatever. It's part of the Daily Show with Trevor Noah, like part of that YouTube channel. And he goes around asking like a bunch of people at like rallies. But he also has a whole podcast now where he investigates conspiracy theories that are like wild.
That guy! I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
And it's really funny because it's just like they're so like satirical the whole time.
Yeah, they're so obviously joking, and no one gets it. It's so funny.
So like the John F. Kennedy Jr. one was on the reason why I just like listened to one about people think that Donald Trump is still in charge of the military.
What?
Even though he's not president. But he won the election, but he's not in office. If that makes sense. If you can follow that. But yeah, people think he's still in charge of the military.
Well, the Earth is flat, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean the Earth is flat, so the moon landing's fake.
We're joking.
Are we though?
No, my favorite is my absolute favorite is watching the flat earthers debunk their own theories. Have you seen the one video of the dude?
The light?
Yes. Okay. So
I couldn't remember if we talked about it on the pod or not.
dude, oh my god, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. So for context, there was this flat earther who was thinking that he could run a test to prove that the Earth was not there was no curvature to the Earth, that it was flat. So what he did was he ran a test where he had multiple different what were they, like wood cutouts or something, like spaced apart with holes in them, and he spread them out over a really, really long stretch, and they were going to hold up a light at the other end. And if the Earth was flat, you would be able to see the light at like a certain height.
Yep.
But if the Earth was curved, you wouldn't be able to see it at that exact height. You would have to lift it up
2 feet.
bit.
You had to go 2 feet down. I think it was.
Or would it be 2 feet?
I think they were at 17 feet, and they were on the other side.
Oh yeah, 15, so they would have to. Well, they would have to raise it 2 feet up.
Then. Yeah, maybe one of two. Yeah.
Whatever. There was a 2 foot deviation between the two if it was curved. And this dude, fully recording all of this, like actually some high production value to all of this. Like makes this is a very good like hypothesis and everything. Like prove it, and then he's like doing it. Here we go, and he like has the recording ready, and he's like, "All right, now hold up the light." Nothing happens, and then he's like, "You holding up the light?" Like, to the guy on the walkie-talkie. He's like, "Yeah, I'm holding it up." He's like, "No, but like hold it up," and he's like, "I am." He's like, "Okay, can you raise it up?" He raises it up. Light shows through. Immediately proves the Earth is round.
Well, what's funny too is like he's like, "Oh, we must be doing the experiment wrong." Like he's also like, quite convinced that
he's like, "What?"
He's like, he's like dumbfounded that Earth like. It was a quality experiment.
I just don't understand how people still think the Earth's flat anymore. Like,
well, you see, here's what it is. So the Earth,
first of all, it's flat. So like,
it's flat. So here you have land, and then you have the ocean, and then the ocean just goes on for a really, really long stretch, and then Antarctica actually surrounds. There's this ice wall around that, and then I think it's after that. There's like mud or something like that, or like it might be mud and then the ice wall. I don't remember which one it is, but the ice wall actually holds up the sky. Because it's a dome. It's a dome. It's a flat.
Imagine when that ice wall starts melting because of global warming.
Imagine. Yeah, but all the other planets, they're fake.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the sun and moon are just like they're connected to that dome apparently.
So you're saying we're living in a simulation?
Yes.
No. The Earth is just flat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because the government would have so much to gain out of just telling people the Earth is flat for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracy theories are always fun, so I like going down that rabbit hole. But otherwise not. I'm going to be in a Harry Potter, the new open world Harry Potter games very soon.
Oh.
It's approaching. It's almost here.
Was it on PlayStation or Xbox?
All of that.
All on PC.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So I'm very excited.
Oh no.
Very, very excited.
I think the COD phase is ending early then.
You have to like just do all the. It's so fun. It's like for people who don't know, it's like an open, like pretty much GTA style open world, like choose your own adventure. There is a storyline narrative there, but you can also just hop out and like do other things and
just be a wizard.
And just be your own wizard and like join houses.
No, wizard Harry.
So cool. I'm so excited. It's gonna be great. They've been delaying it for so long. But I'm happy they've been delaying it because like at least it means they're like trying to fix the issues and they've been releasing first looks. I'm very excited. Oh, I'm excited. I'm gonna go kill a bunch of people and
in the game, in the video game, in game.
Justin does not have homicidal thoughts for anyone wondering.
No. I'd probably the least homicidal person you can meet. But a homicidal person wouldn't say that.
Just put the shovel down and just continue.
We're going to sidebar.
We're just gonna.
Do you believe in New Year's resolutions?
No, not at all.
Tell us why.
Let's start off with the New Year resolutioners, especially at the gym. They suck. They go for a month.
Pause.
And leave.
There's two different types of New Year's resolutions that go to the gym. The people that legitimately go to the gym and are just trying their best to like get into the gym or whatever. And then there's the people that think they know what they're doing, act like they know what they're doing, and don't take any sort of advice whatsoever, and are just very obnoxious. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, like, I understand, especially with the gym, it's like there is sort of a gym culture. There is. Mm-hmm. And it can be kind of scary, it can be kind of daunting, like trying to get like into all that. But I promise you, if you ask questions, people will answer them.
Ding, ding, ding,
all right?
ding, ding.
At any gym that I've gone to, if I've asked somebody a question, And hey, maybe they don't know the answer, or hey, maybe they don't want to talk. They're gonna be respectful because you're in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, I feel like is that's the big difference. If you're being obnoxious, if you're being whatever, yeah, people aren't exactly gonna like you, but that's in any that's anywhere you go. But if you don't know what you're doing, just ask somebody, or like look at the little things on the machines that tell you what to do. Just do that. Go on TikTok. There's an ungodly amount of good TikTok advice on the gym. Don't go to any of the people that are doing roids that don't tell you they're doing roids. They're all doing roids.
Yeah, if they tell you they're going to give you the vaccine in the locker room.
don't. There are no vaccine pop-ups in the gym locker room.
It's not your bivalent COVID booster, guys.
I promise
you.
It
is actually tests.
It is. Even though I don't know why somebody would be handing out steroids like candy, but whatever.
Yeah.
But
whatever.
But yes, there are great people out there that can give you some very solid advice. You just got to find the right ones. Also know that basically everybody in the fitness industry is on steroids, so don't worry.
Benching 225 for reps is not normal.
It's not normal. It is. You are the top 1% strongest people on the planet. Don't act like that's not crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Spawn Day is going to go crazy from about January to mid-February.
Yeah. It always is like, I don't want to be that guy, but like when I see someone doing something egregiously horrible that they're going to hurt themselves with, I'm like, I really want to say something.
Yeah.
Like when they're trying to deadlift, they're just using their back just to like bend down and lift it up. It's like you are going to snap every single muscle fiber you have.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, man,
It's okay. They're working out their spinalis column.
Suffering Phil's character, suffering Phil's character. That's not something I wanted to hear right now. Not something I wanted to hear.
What, not your longissimus column?
Longissimus.
That's how you say it?
No, that's how I say it.
Anyway, back to English. So
Ishmish.
I do kind of believe in New Year's resolutions. Like, yeah, like you are starting a new year. Like you can like try to like set a goal for yourself, like change some things. But I mean, I think that if you need to like, if you're basically like you're waiting essentially for New Year's to say you're going to change it, you're not going to change it.
Yeah,
it should be something that you're like you want to change. Like it should be something that like you want to do, not like, oh, I have to have a New Year's resolution. I'm just going to pick this and then do that. It's like you're not going to stick to that.
Yeah, I think my issue is kind of along those lines where I think that like it's a good time to like really think out your goals and think about what you're hoping to accomplish in the new year or in the future, but also like so many of our like careers and our schedules don't revolve around the technical changing in the calendar year. If you're a teacher, you start in September and you end in like June and May. So like thinking about your goals for the school year would be like thinking about your goals starting in like September or August, or students thinking about your start of your like semester or starting of the school year. So like I think New Year's gives people like a cop out to like be like, now is the time I'm going to make a change. And I don't think that's what you want to do. Like if you want to make a change, like stand up and make a change whenever you want. I went through this like very long stretch where I just like gave up soda for a while. But like I just did it randomly like the middle of like the year because I was like, you know what, I should probably just start do this. Mm-hmm. But like I think too many people would use like New Year's Eve as like a reason to like, oh wait, now since everyone else is making goals, I'm going to make a goal for the year. And I think that's like a little bit unhealthy where like if you're interested in doing something for like a while, just start doing it. And like you can partly verbalize that goal in the new year. Like I think it's good to have goals.
Yes.
But I think specifically tailoring it towards like I will start this goal on January 1st is like you can like if your goal is to run a marathon in the year and you're gonna start running on January 1st to run that marathon, why if you were already thinking about it a couple of weeks beforehand, why don't you go out for a few jogs to begin with and start just living a healthier lifestyle? And you can always verbalize that goal on New Year's Eve, but like too many people use it as like an excuse, and then that's when people go to the gym and fall out really quickly, or they start a diet, they fall off really quickly, and just becomes that worse because then you just feel bad about yourself because you set a goal when you really weren't invested in it, but you just did it because like it was New Year's. So that's my big problem with New Year's resolutions. Is too many people like use that day as a reason to like start a goal, but if you really cared about that goal a lot, then
you wouldn't need to do it.
You wouldn't need to do it on New Year's.
I'm turning into a motivational speaking podcast.
God, no.
Be the change for yourself.
Just do it.
Oh, God.
Talk about practice.
But no, I hate always when it's like, oh, you know, this year I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my aunt always, and she always listens to the podcast. So if you've gotten this far, hi. But she always puts out her goals for the year. Like she always puts like 10
I
goals
feel like
out
that's
for the year.
different.
But it's always different because I'm always like, she has these goals and she like accomplishes a couple like throughout the year,
Mhm.
and it's like very like she'll be like, oh, I'm planning to like redo the bathroom this year, or like run this many miles, and it's like all these different goals that she has for the year, and it's like very like well put together, like good like things that you're aiming to do.
Yeah.
Versus like I just know people will be like, my goal is to get in better shape.
It's like,
Too.
wow,
And that's like-
get into med school.
And
Technically, yeah, that is.
well, that's a good goal, but like, see, that's not like a like that's
That's not like one
it's
of
not
those,
a New
like,
Year's resolution. That's
start
like
going to the gym.
that's
kind of
like-
thing.
yeah, we're gonna talk about our goals in a second, but like that's like a nice like tangible like that's what I'm aiming towards, not just there, just but like in this moment and like what my aim is to be, rather than like I'm also when you have like very like definite non-defined goals of just like I want to be in shape. But what does being in shape mean? Like,
yeah, like, what does that mean for you?
Yeah, because like if you want to like have a six pack, then good, that's a better goal.
Then do the 6-pack.
But like, or if you want to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds,
that's more of a quantifiable.
Yeah,
thing
but if you can't quantify being fit, so then you just end up falling off because you're not actually like looking towards the goal.
Yeah, you don't have like something you're looking towards. Yeah.
So many people like I just want to like I want to get in better shape. I want to like be a better person. And it's like what do those things mean?
Like, what does that mean to
Yeah.
you? Like tell me exactly like how like what's the end goal? Like,
Yeah.
what is that?
Yeah, and everyone does just, and it's also piggybacking off of like Christmas. So a lot of people eat poorly. So then I just feel like a lot of
I gotta lose weight.
a lot of people it's like I feel like I just need to lose weight and I need to like get in shape again. But then it falls off very quickly, and it's like, you know what? If you're like feeling motivated in the summer to cut a few lbs, go do that. But
yeah.
So, what is everyone's goals for the next year?
Justin, you can start.
I'm announcing it today. I'm going to put it into the world. I'm going to run the Philadelphia Marathon, and I'm going to try to go under 3 hours and qualify for the Boston Marathon.
Let's go,
That's-
dude.
How long
That's-
is the marathon?
26.2 miles.
Have fun, bud.
I ran
Good.
I ran the Pittsburgh. For people who don't know, I ran the Pittsburgh Marathon last year, and it put me on the IR for a while. I'm still kind of on the IR, but I should hopefully have time to train. So I still got my youthful bounce in me. I'm going to try to go for the sub 3 Boston qualifier.
Yeah.
So that's like my big goal. That's like coming up like in a while. Hopefully I can get back on the track and
How difficult would you say it is to get under 3 hours for a marathon?
well, like I placed like number 50 at the Pittsburgh Marathon out of thousands of runners, and like I was still over 3 hours. So
okay.
like if you look at a marathon bell curve, most marathon runners are within like 4 hours. Like it's right where they're finishing. It's a lot more casual. Like you're running 9-minute a mile pace, 10-minute a mile pace, because it's such a long distance. So like it really gets like starting to get cut down when you're under 3 hours. So like I know a lot of people in my circle who can run sub 3 hour marathons because like I'm in that circle, but like for a lay person who hasn't been running, it's like nearly impossible. It averages out to be 6:54 a mile for 26 miles. So, and every mile gets exponentially harder when you're going throughout like a long race like that.
Mhm.
So like it's easy to be like I can run 1 mile at sub 7 pace, but you have to run 26 of them at sub 26 pace. So for me, that goal doesn't seem crazy. Like to me, running like sub 2 hours and 30 minutes would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it's still a very like hard and like far out goal. So that's like my big goal coming up. So hopefully I'll be able to run that, and then get into med school. Obviously, would be a nice little cherry on top. Would be nice. But otherwise, I don't think I have any other too many goals.
Yeah.
I think
Ross,
breaks
you have
up 3.
anything specific, or do you
Let's
need more
see.
time to think?
No, I got some in my head.
Okay.
Get a score that I can be proud of on the MCAT. That's first and foremost because that's coming up very soon.
Yeah.
Yep.
And obviously, get into med school. Let's
There you
hope that happens. Probably just ball out the last year of college. Yeah.
What?
We just talked about definite goals, and you just said ball out.
Listen, have fun. Like it's the last year. We have a year and a half left.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
I was being a classic
Work-life
ball out.
balance.
Yes, that's
Is that what
it.
you're trying to say?
Basically.
Okay.
Improve work-life balance.
Yes.
Okay. That is much more definite.
Yes, but I like saying ball out better.
Okay. So is that all you got?
Yeah.
Okay. No, yeah, I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Because I was just gonna go. Yeah. So I guess for me, it would be just like continue to get grades that I'm proud of in school. Another definite goal that I want to do is get back up into the 190s for weight. Because I haven't been going to the gym as much this semester because this semester has been murdering me. But yeah, so I need to get back into that.
I'm like 155, which like I don't even. It's like 10 pounds over my running weight. I'm like
Yeah.
not that I'm heavy, but I'm like compared to like what I run at, I'm like
Yeah. I know. so like I that's what I'm gonna do is unironically getting back into the swing of things in the gym again.
Yeah.
And like get back up to 190. I want to shoot for 195 by the end of the year. Because I know I can do it. I just need to eat a lot of food, and that's just very hard to do.
Like be like Ezekiel Elliott,
like, remember how everyone's like, "Oh, have fun with your freshman 15." Man, I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
I literally don't know how people put on 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Dog, we had a whole episode on this. So if you like,
Oh yeah, we did. We did.
It's titled "The Freshman 15."
Let's go.
Go watch it. Episode number Justin.
25.
25.
That's my guess.
Okay,
I'm
so
going 22.
somewhere there you can just find it. We did. I do remember now that we're talking about it.
It is episode 25. Yeah.
That's a
perfect.
great poll.
Yeah.
Holy.
Forgot we brought that
awesome.
up.
37 views.
Yeah. So
Go crazy.
Go crazy. But yeah, so those two things would be kind of like more like definite things for me, and then something that is more like abstract for me is like be better at communication with like just like everybody, just like, and that's like responding to text on time, responding to emails, like just like actually talking about like what's going, like what's up, like what's going on, and like not just bottling everything up. So like that's like some things that I want to improve. But yeah,
solid goals.
Yeah, solid goals. I'm trying to think if I have any others.
Yeah. Do you have more like not super defined ones, more of just like general things?
Yeah, like I have like a lot of superficial goals. Everyone's like, oh yeah, do this, have fun, get good grades, like just all those superficial stuff. I don't really have anything definite besides like med school stuff.
Yeah, besides just like get into med school, get a good score.
Yeah. I'm getting a score of obviously on the MCAT that I'm like okay with is nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm too hard to impress myself. I won't be proud of any school.
If I'm proud of I just want to be proud of my score. That's all I care about.
I don't think I'll ever be proud of my score.
No matter what. If it's not perfect. If it's perfect, it's like I should do it faster.
Yeah. Like I could get a score in the 90th percentile and be like, oh, I could have done better though. Like that's just like it's just
you are the worst.
Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character. But no, obviously having a good MCAT score would be great. It's a lot of academic goals. Like I hope to be abroad in India.
You're gonna do that?
I got a huge scholarship for that, so it's a lot cheaper now.
Are you gonna do the full like wilderness?
Oh, I think I'm going. Yeah,
you're gonna do it
as long as I get accepted to the program. I'm going.
Dude,
don't worry, I'll teach you Hindi.
Yeah, you'll teach him Hindi. I'll teach you wilderness survival skills. And then we'll be good.
So the wilderness survival skills he'll be really good at. I hope
I
hope you know. I'll probably get you murdered in India.
Why would you do that?
Because I'll teach you. I'll think it's funny at the moment to teach you these like curse words in Hindi.
I'm not gonna follow your lead.
Yeah, just don't listen. So don't listen to a word Raj says. You can listen to me though. But yeah.
But no, I think I'm doing that.
Because like what is like will you be like backpacking and stuff?
So the program for listeners who haven't listened, I'm probably going to India over the summer, starting on May 1st, to do a wilderness first responder program in the Himalayan mountains up in North India, about like 6 hours north of New Delhi. So there's like 2 courses, a 3-credit course for like teaching you like about the region, the mountains, like how that kind of plays into healthcare. It's an anthropology course about like the ruralness in the area, like studying the people. Yeah. So like the culture of that area. And then there's a 6-credit course for wilderness first responder. So they like teach you like avalanche training, like if an avalanche was to happen, how do you respond to like a mass like incident like that? How to like ceasefire, like stuff like that, ceasefire on, like all that kind of stuff. They have like models. They have these people come in from this like national certification unit. And at one point in the trip, you just leave for 3 straight days and go backpacking up to a like 9,000 point tip. So you come like you're up at like 6,000 feet, then you come all the way down 6,000 feet, and then come back up 9,000 feet, and then circle around and come back. Yeah, and it's just like cold. And it's the 3 straight days on the road, but that's class. Like you don't sit in a classroom that day. You just like backpack for 3 straight days and like learn.
Do you have backpacking gear?
No, they give you it.
They provide all this. Okay.
Not like I have like to get my like boots, boots and stuff.
I can give you recommendations for like boots.
What?
Them jackets you're
getting. Up at that 9,000 they will be, but like when you go down to 0 feet, it's going to be hot as hell.
Oh well, yeah.
And then at the end of the trip, we go to Taj Mahal, and apparently New Delhi is like 110 degrees in the summer.
Yeah, it is.
So he was like, you're gonna like because we have to land in New Delhi airport and take a bus up.
Yeah.
So like he was like, you're gonna land in New Delhi and you're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. It's so hot here. And then we're gonna drive up 6,000 feet and it's gonna be like a brisk 50 degrees at night, and you're gonna be like, geez, it's cold. Yeah. And then when you're on your backpack trip, we're gonna come down. Yeah. And you're gonna be like, God, it's so hot. And then we're gonna go back up and you're gonna be like, and there's snow.
Your packing is gonna be interesting. Like you're gonna be packing your suitcase like, oh, I need shorts. It's gonna be
You
cold.
need
at night.
shorts.
I need sweats.
You need literally all weather gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's 6 weeks long, so
Yeah.
I'll come back and then
Have plenty to talk about.
It's like
Yeah.
he comes back with like a big beard, didn't shave for like 6 weeks.
No, yeah, Justin's gonna come back.
be a mountain man.
No. Justin's gonna come back. He's gonna be 200 pounds of
Oh my
solid
God.
muscle, scar over his right eye, full beard. And
I sure hope
everything.
not. I'm trying to get some altitude training for the marathon over there.
He's just gonna be so yoked.
He's like, yeah, I fought a mountain lion.
Yeah.
Actually, so I asked the program director because I was at an interest meeting and I was talking to him. I was like, "Hey, like, is there good spots to run while I'm there? Like, I'm gonna be training for a marathon. Like, it'd be
Yeah.
cool to altitude." He's like, "Yeah, you just have to watch out for the monkeys because sometimes
Oh,
they
yes.
attack you."
They'll
Yes.
rob you.
And I was like,
They'll rob you.
Yeah, you actually will.
"I was like, monkeys?" He's like, "Yeah."
There's
He's
a
like,
place.
one-
There's a place in India where they train the monkeys to rob the Americans or the tourists who come, and then to get it back, you have to pay the trainers basically to get it back for you.
That sounds miserable.
there was also during COVID, there was like at one point, like I forget where this was in India, but there was like monkey gangs essentially because all the tourists would be like
Mhm.
feeding them food. So they got so used to that over the years that they then didn't have a food source when there was no
Yeah.
tourists. So they were literally like fighting each other to the death.
Yeah.
Like in the streets, and it's like you couldn't go outside, not because of COVID, but because of the monkey gangs that were roaming the streets. Oh, my God.
Hugh said that he like one nicked me on the calf once. I had to get a rabies shot. I was-
Yeah, you're gonna need to get all of the boosters
Oh, yeah.
imaginable before this.
he was also like, "I recommend you don't run alone." I was like, "Dog, who's gonna run with me?" I was like, "I'm gonna be going out for like 13-mile runs at like 6,000 feet elevation." I was like, "No one's gonna run with me."
Better find a friend real
No, I'm not
fast.
finding it. I'm just going by myself.
Oh boy.
And if I die, I
You
die.
better bring. You better bring something with you.
Yeah.
Switchblade.
I don't know if you can pack heat, but you might be able to bring a knife.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get any weapon you want in India. It ain't that hard.
Well, how are you getting TSA, genius?
I'm saying he buys it in India.
Shut up! Oh my god!
I'm just saying it how it is.
Stop telling this man to buy a gun in India.
A gun.
I never said gun.
What did you say?
I just said you can get like a switch.
You said you could get whatever weapon you want in India. That
I,
implies anything.
I wasn't implying a gun. I was implying.
You implied any
But
weapon.
you're not denying a gun.
You can get any weapon you want. Okay, so
But that will be banging. Like, I'll come back from the pod and just be
Yes.
like a fire episode.
yeah, I'll be able to tell you what boots.
Well,
and,
we might be recording while I'm there. If I can find
Oh,
quiet
yeah, if you
space,
find
because that's
Wi-Fi
6 weeks. That would be
stuff,
6
yeah.
weeks where
Yeah.
y'all have to hold it
You
down.
gotta have a lot of trust in that Wi-Fi, dude. I hate to break it to you.
Okay, well, it's not like I'm like not. It's not like I'm camping out in the
No,
wilderness.
no, I know, but
Okay.
like just the Wi-Fi in general in India is not good.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that, but
There we go.
we'll see.
We will see. We'll see when the time comes.
That's the summer plan, and I gotta get a job too when I get back, which is weird. I'm gonna be like, hi, I can be employed for like part of the summer and then part of next year, but
Yes.
no, exciting times ahead. Exciting times.
Yeah.
Anyone else got anything better for the betterment on the pod?
No.
Use code WASH20 on bucknut.com.
Yeah. And with that being said, we hope you all enjoyed the episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed what you listened to. We have a bunch of other episodes. You can go back and watch them. Specifically, Freshman 15 was a great episode. Hear our thoughts about that. We'll have some other episodes. We hope everyone had a good holidays. You'll see some more pre-recorded
Yeah, do it.
episodes coming to you. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Nice job, idiot.
That's actually-